kids are getting wet. Now I'm getting very wet. Time. Bastards. I know, but enough. What are they in about? It's coming down now. Why is it that couldn't stop running? I don't know. Oh, horrible weather, horrible weather. Horrible, horrible. Perfect weather for ducks. The size of that Ferris wheel. That is a big goddamn Ferris wheel. Why the fuck is everyone in my way? Fucking people in the fucking bikes, fuck off. Oh, we're getting wet here, boys. Oh. God, I hate people. I really, really hate people. Oh, that's wet. And cold. And wet and cold. Hi Anna, I'm just going to see Shakespeare's house. I'm in Stratford-upon-Avon and Shakespeare lives just down the road here. And I'm getting absolutely drenched. You know William Shakespeare? Everyone knows William Shakespeare. Well, I'm going to meet him soon because I'm going to catch pneumonia and pass away. But I'm just in Stratford-upon-Avon. I was going to say beautiful Stratford-upon-Avon because it is very beautiful. Unfortunately, it's very wet. I'm just going to see Shakespeare's house, his parents' house. There he is. There's a statue of William Shakespeare just over there. Hang on 1 second. Oh, wet. There he is. Just on his chair, you see him? Hello, Shaky. I can see you. He's just over there. Wet as I am. I'm sorry if the screen's bouncing around, but I'm getting absolutely soaked. Absolutely bloody soaking wet I am. Don't die, don't die, don't die. Ooh. There's his statue, so his house is just down here. Visitor information. My phone might break in a bit, but we'll see. Stop raining. theatre's just down here. The pen and parchment. Yeah, everything around here. Them really hanging on Shakespeare's name. His pictures on everything. His pictures on these pubs. Can I cross here and not die? Let's have a look. You bastard. Right. I'm nearly there. There's the theatre, the Royal Shakespeare Theatre. For actors and shit. Yes, I'm an actor. Yours. And there's the Ferris wheel. So over there's a massive Ferris wheel. Hang on, I'll just zoom in a bit. So Ferris wheel. It might not be working because it's absolutely pouring with rain. It might not be working today. But there's the Royal Shakespeare Theatre. And everyone's soaking wet. Everyone went out there this morning with hardly any clothes on because this morning was beautiful. And now it's absolutely pouring with rain. But yeah, every pub here is named William or Shakespeare. Every pub here has his face on because there's lots of American tourists here. Because this is where William Shakespeare was born and where he died. He's buried in a church just over there. But I'm going to see his house and where he went to school. It's just down here. Oh, every bit of me soaking wet. Jesus Christ, I am fucking wet. Oh, things I do for YouTube. The first wheel, it's moving. It's moving. Those are some very brave people. But yeah, this is the Royal Shakespeare Theatre. Obviously there's one in London, but because Shakespeare was born and died here, this is known as Shakespeare country. The statues of him everywhere. The statues of every character. The statues of Romeo. The statues of Juliet. And despite the rain, it's very, very popular. A lot of students who are doing English literature. If you're doing English literature, you're probably coming here to see Shakespeare. But that's the Royal Shakespeare Company Theatre. And you won't believe this, but that is in memory of William Shakespeare as well. Hello, Anna. Now Shakespeare's house is just down there. I'll have a look in a bit. Let's just see what's on. Barnaby's Fish. Let's just see what's on today. I think it's Winter's Tale. It was only a winter's tale. I would love to see Romeo and Juliet and Midsummer Night's Dream. Winter's Tale, yeah. See? Winter's Tale's on today. Because this is Shakespeare's Theatre. His house isn't just over there. Obviously, it's all Shakespeare plays. Just another winter's tale. But I'll show you Shakespeare's house in 2 minutes. I just want to see what's on today. I think it's the place to be. Right, Winter's Tale. See, it's all Shakespeare. Henry V, Macbeth, King Lear. I don't think Shakespeare wrote the BFG. I think Matilda's on as well. See, The Winter's Tale. I don't think Shakespeare performed here, but he lived and died here. Hang on. Let's have a walk down to his house. I am fucking soaking wet. Sweet bike. Now, if there's any history buffs watching, you'll know that Shakespeare definitely lived and died at this house. Unfortunately, in 1750, I want to say, there was the Vicar of Runcorn, and he owned the house, and he went to the council because the council wanted to increase his rent and the taxes. And so, just to spite people, just to be an arsehole, he demolished the house that William Shakespeare died in. And everyone was so incensed, they chased him out of town. But it's still a famous place. It's still got a little, I'll show you now, but the house itself has gone. Where am I going? The house itself was knocked down by this very selfish vicar. And then when people tried to murder him, he fled town. Shakespeare School's still standing as well. That's weird. All these buildings are from the 15th and the 16th century. They're more original. Rosen. Yeah, Shakespeare walked all around here. Boring children movie stories. Tudor world. Obviously, this museum's about Tudor times. You go in there and there's people dressed as them Tudors. Henry V and Henry VIII. Shakespeare summer. The Golden Bee. Oh. Let's have a look at Shakespeare's house. Like I say, it was demolished, so we'll have to squint quite hard. There he is again.
Don't even touch anything.
The Shakespeare. See, the Shakespeare pub. Just to make money, when the tourists come here, everything's called Shakespeare, everything. Which is fair enough because people want to make money. This is Shakespeare's Oxfam. This is Shakespeare's Clarendon.
They weren't even that far down.
Right, it's just up here. Now that is called the Garrick Inn, and that is the oldest inn in all of Stratford-upon-Avon. Hang on. If I don't get run over. This pub was here when William Shakespeare was here. Believed to be the town's oldest public house, 1718. A medieval inn stood on the same site in the 1590s. Yeah, so this is the oldest pub, the Garrick Inn. The oldest pub in the whole of Stratford-upon-Avon. And I'll have a look at it in 2 seconds, but I says I would show you Shakespeare's gaff. Now that church there, next to Shakespeare's house, his dad was fined because one day the vicar who owned that church painted some pretty pictures of angels and God, and Shakespeare's dad didn't like that. Shakespeare's dad went in there and he painted over them and he ripped the paintings out, and then he went to court. I think he was fined about £10, which was a lot of money back then. But we're here now. I haven't talked enough. This is a new place. This is where William Shakespeare's house was. But like I say, it was knocked down, which is very selfish. It's still open. William Shakespeare's son-in-law lived here. This was William Shakespeare's son-in-law's house. And next door is William Shakespeare's house. Right, love. The site of Shakespeare's family home from 1597 to 1616. Like I say, it's been knocked down, so it's just the same garden. But this was Shakespeare's house. That's Shakespeare's family crest up there. And to thee and thy company I bid a hearty welcome, the Tempest. Yeah, so Shakespeare died just down there. Now, when the house was first built, Shakespeare likes to show off. He made a massive front house here, and then towards the back there was more modest living quarters. But like I say, the Vicar knocked it down. And this is Shakespeare's not buried here, but this is Shakespeare's church because his dad went in there and he pulled all the pictures off the walls. The Guild Chapel. And this is where Shakespeare went to school. Shakespeare School. The poor guy. His house gets knocked down and his school's still standing. Look at this. His school's still standing. This is where Shakespeare went to school. It's a big school. It's a very big school. Yeah, Shakespeare didn't have a very long commute to school. It's uncut off there, but this is the original. This is Shakespeare's school. It's called King Edward the Sixth. Yeah, King Edward the Sixth School. And this is Shakespeare's church. Not where he's buried, but where he prayed. And that's his house. And that's his son-in-law's house. Now I'm going to go into his school, and my Wi-Fi might kick off. If my Wi-Fi goes off, I'm sorry everyone, but we'll see what happens. I think it might be closing.